This is Daily Politics on Trust TV. Remember, you can follow the conversation on our various social platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and watch us live on YouTube. We're interacting with Professor Usman Yusuf, former Executive Secretary, National Health Insurance Scheme, who also served as the Secretary of the negotiation team put together by the Chief of Defense Staff. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, I wanted to ask you, because you throw some encomiums on the president. Is it this last interaction you have, the negotiation you had, that gave you a different perspective about the president? Because the allegation out there is that he's not even aware of happenings in Nigeria.
No, it's not. It's not true. There's no way we could have done this without the CDS getting approval from him. So this much I know he's fully aware, and is briefed regularly by the Chief of Defense Staff and the other security agents. And he's been very focused on how do we get these people out. Every day of his, he doesn't want to leave a legacy of living people hostages.
But there are thousands of people.
That's work to be done.
Now the work of your committee, has it ended with the bringing back of the remaining 23, or you've been tasked to do other negotiations to bring back thousands of people who are held captive across the geopolitical zones?
Right, good. Like you said, we have many of our people all across this country in the hands of bad people. And right from the outset, we, the committee, said, in the committee, our brief is to see how we can help get this final, everybody out. But this thing all through was, our deed shouldn't be done just by everybody getting out. That is just the tip of an iceberg. We have many of our people. You remember the children of Federal Government Girls College, Beniyauri?
Yes.
They're still in the hands of bandits.
Yes, they are.
There is still a student of Baptist High School.
The Bethel.
Yes, Bethel School in Kaduna. Leah Sharibu is still in the hands of Boko Haram.
There are some in the northeast.
There are many Chibok girls all over.
Yes, Chibok girls.
Yes, and all across the north and the north.
The Depchi girl?
That's Leah Sharibu. So there are many all across. Our hope and prayers is we have been able by this show that the kinetic can continue parallel with the akinetic. And this is not, we are the same people. So splitting the country and saying civilians and this thing. And it came beautifully because this was directed by the military. With the bridgehead of former military generals. They pulled the akinetic into the kinetic. We had a colonel spearheading this, the 1st Division. He was the one marrying this together in a neat way that we don't get hurt. And there's no trouble, everybody goes home safely and everybody gets, without him directing all through this in the field.
Was there undue interference while you were undue interference, maybe from government or from
No. To be honest, no. I mean, this is the first time I've worked in this kind of committee, but it was really wonderful, been very supportive. The CDS visited us in the field, just like he would visit his troops in Maiduguri or Chibok.
You wore fragmented jackets and all that?
We are part and parcel of this war.
Okay.
The akinetic and the kinetic, they are not mutually exclusive. They need to be brought together to see soldiers cannot, it's not in their DNA to sit down and talk to terrorists. No, that's not their job. We need to lift that burden off of them and get people that can reach.
So they still believe that they will not negotiate with terrorists? The military?
The military, that is not their job.
So they allow you to do that?
Nowhere in the world is the job of the military to come and sit down in an ongoing war. We are at war.
But we expected to hear some bombardments after the rescue, but up to now, not much.
No. The military, I tell you, because we have seen, we have talked. There are times when the terrorists will tell us that they are cutting off communication with us because of so much military presence. that if we want to continue, we have to ask the military to pull back. I said,
Wow.
it's not going to happen. We needed the military there to pressure them. And they hear planes flying over them. That is enough pressure for them to want to make a deal. But the military is doing its own, is doing its part. And it's keeping an eye on everything.
But how much? Because billions of naira have been expended in procurement of hardware for the military. What are they waiting for? These people are around the northwest, the northeast. Is Nigeria too big to be secured within weeks? Or is it when the elections come?
See, Haji Hamza,
yes, Prof.
You and I are now armchair generals. I told you.
Let me tell you. And I also covered the crisis for a very long time. So I'm worried.
Honestly, I'm one of the biggest critics, and I have been, of this military and this government. And I told you, sitting down with them over this last 6 months gave me an appreciation of the challenges and how things are. Nigeria is very vast.
Is it that you just want to arrest them and keep them in prison?
It's not the job of the military to arrest. I will need you to understand that. Everybody has his role. Niger State alone, if you pull up all the 5 states in the southeast, put them in Niger State, there'll still be a lot more room to... It's easier for aircraft to track Boko Haram in hillocks than to track...
But what is really the problem, Prof? They have the equipment.
I'm not a soldier. Why are you asking me
You are part of them
question?
now, Prof.
Why are you asking me? Seriously, there are...
But you have an opinion, probably.
No. Kagani, I'm not here.
All right. Maybe you should have an opinion.
I'm not here the spokesman of the military, neither am I sitting
there for... But you are the spokesman of Nigeria.
Neither am I sitting down for Garbashev or Femi Adesina.
Okay.
I'm just educating Nigerians of what really happened and trying to disabuse the minds of people that government did not care from the outset. And I am in our this thing, there's this thing we call adultery.
Yeah.
Being charitable to a person. If a person does well, you praise him. If he doesn't do well, you criticize him. I've been criticizing this government and this president unflinchingly. And I am the one here. As far as this operation is concerned, I will be the one to heap praises on the president and the military because I saw the role they played.
Does it have anything to do with 2023? Maybe the renewed vigor in approaching the problem?
Okay, it's never too late.
Okay.
But it's never too late to start. I don't know the timing. Why now?
Okay.
But to be honest, we are seeing the